Okay, so welcome to yoga. Okay, so just make sure that you're sitting nice and comfortably. We're going to be working with Moola Bandha today. So Moola Bandha, it's also called the master key. So it's got so many advantages and benefits. So it maintains the hormonal balance, stimulates and regulates the nerves in the pelvic area, regulates internal organs, increases vitality. It treats prolapse and urinary stress incontinence, relaxes the body and the mind, increases the parasympathetic nervous system activity, lowers the breathing rate, lowers the heart rate and lowers the blood pressure. It stabilizes brain waves and the whole endocrine system is rebalanced. So there's masses of benefits to learning about Moola Bandha. So Moola Bandha is really same as mooladhara chakra. So it's the Moola Bandha point, trigger point is mooladhara chakra. So we're going to be working, locating Moola Bandha and then incorporating it in some of the asanas that we're going to be working with. So make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. So we'll start with our usual settling and chanting. Oh. And just notice how you crossed your legs. Make sure your legs are comfortable. If you're not comfortable crossing your legs, you can just have your legs outstretched. Just make sure that you're comfortable. And feel your sitting bones grounding into the earth beneath you. Lifting up out of the pelvis, making some space in the vertebrae. Allowing your shoulders to relax and release down away from your ears. And then lifting up the crown of the head towards the space above you. And start to notice your breath. Just noticing the breath entering and leaving the body. Just allow the breath to be spontaneous. And at the same time, gently closing your eyes, softening the skin all around your eyes, all around the cheeks and the forehead. Soften the skin all around the mouth and the jaw. And just let your jaw hang loose and limp. Place your hands into chin mudra with the index fingers touching the tip of the thumbs. And take your awareness down to your abdomen. As you breathe into your abdomen, just allow your abdomen to expand and contract as you breathe out. So we'll chant 5 rounds of the mantra Om, followed by 5 rounds of the Mahamrityunjaya mantra and 5 rounds of the Gayatri mantra. You're taking a breath in. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Uvarukamiva Bandhanat Mricho Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Uvarukamiva Bandhanat Mricho Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Uvarukamiva Bandhanat Mricho Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Uvarukamiva Bandhanat Mricho Mukshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandim Pushtivardhanam Uvarukamiva Bandhanat Mricho Mukshiyamamritat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavituvareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yanaha Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavituvareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yanaha Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavituvareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yanaha Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavituvareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yanaha Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsavituvareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yanaha Prachodayat. Just allowing the body to absorb the mantra. And just allow the breath to become natural and relaxed. And become aware of your lower pelvic region, the lower pelvis. And focus your attention on the pelvic floor. Contracting the pelvic floor now, the whole pelvic floor, the urinary system, the genitals, and the anus. And then relax. Again, contracting the whole pelvic floor and relaxing. Don't make any attempt to separate the various muscle groups. Just simply contract all the muscles in the pelvic floor and then relax. Just continue contracting and relaxing the whole of the pelvic floor. And just checking at the same time that the rest of the body is relaxed and that the breath is normal. There should be no tension in any other parts of the body. Only the pelvic floor contracting and relaxing. Simple rhythmic contraction of the whole pelvic floor. Tighten, release. Tighten, release. Tighten, release. Continue tightening and releasing the pelvic floor muscles. And then the next time you tighten and contract the pelvic floor muscles, hold the contraction for as long as possible. Just holding that contraction for as long as possible. And taking your awareness from the anus to the genitals, making sure that each and every muscle is fully contracted. And be aware of the contraction of the muscles. At what points is the pressure of contraction strongest? And then slowly release. And then coordinating the contraction and relaxation with the natural breath. So as you breathe in, contracting the pelvic floor. And as you breathe out, slowly relaxing the whole area. A nice long deep breath in, contract the pelvic floor. Hold the contraction for an instant at the peak of the inhalation. And then breathing out slowly and evenly, contracting, gradually relaxing. Just continue with the breath as you breathe in, contracting the pelvic floor. And as you breathe out, slowly relaxing the whole of the pelvic floor area. And then letting go of that practice. Then bringing your awareness to the point midway between the anus and the genitals. Become aware of that point just inside the body, about 2 centimeters inside the body. Bring your awareness to this part of the body, inside the body. Just at the beginning of the vagina. Just moving your awareness up towards the base of the spine. Follow the natural formation of the vagina, moving up at a slight angle and back towards the spine until you come to the opening of the womb. And you're at the opening of the womb about 2 or 3 centimeters inside the body. Below the base of the spine. And focus your awareness on this point and begin to breathe in and out from the cervix to the point of the outside. Breathing in and bring your awareness to the opening of the womb. And breathe out, move your awareness to the outside of the body. So somewhere in this area you find the point of mooladhara chakra. Just breathing in from the outside of the body to the base of the womb. Breathing out to the outside of the body. And then letting go of that practice now. And then rubbing your fingertips across your thumbs. Becoming aware of the room around you. Turning your head from side to side. And then when you're ready, coming to lie down on your backs, on your mats in Shavasana. And check that your body is in a nice straight line. So just checking that your shoulders are relaxed, your chin tucked in, arms at the side of the body, and the legs and feet slightly apart, feet falling out sideways. Starting to breathe into the abdomen, allowing the abdomen to expand on the in-breath, contracting on the out-breath. So working first of all with the reverse boat pose. As you breathe in the next time, gently raising your arms up towards the ceiling, taking them over to the floor behind you. And then holding the breath inside, raising the hips just slightly off the floor. Pressing into the heels and the shoulders to help you balance. When you need to exhale, gently lower and bring the arms back to the sides of the body. And working 2 more rounds. Just noticing how your body feels. And now working with the boat pose. So as you inhale into your abdomen, hold the breath inside while you raise your legs a little off the floor, your arms, your head and shoulders very slightly off the floor, just 1 or 2 centimeters. Doesn't have to be very much. Tensing all the muscles you can find in your body while you hold your breath. And then when you need to exhale, gently releasing back to the floor. Working 2 more rounds. Inhaling into the abdomen first of all before you raise your arms and your legs. Hold the breath inside while you raise your arms and your legs and your head. And then exhaling, gently releasing. So one more time. And just allow the body to settle. Allow the breath to be rhythmical. A gentle rhythm of the breath. So we're going to work with some cycling movements. So if you need to protect your lower back, just bending the left knee and placing the sole of the foot near to the buttocks. Arms at the side of the body. So on the next inhalation, you're going to bend your knee towards your chest and then straighten it up towards the ceiling. So inhaling, bringing your knee towards your chest, and then straighten your leg up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhalation, lowering the straight leg down, but don't come right to the floor, just hover your leg a little bit above the floor, ready for the next round. As you inhale back towards your chest and straighten your leg. And then exhaling to almost to the ground, and then bringing your knee back towards your chest for the next round. So working 2 further rounds in that way. So you're bending your knee towards your chest first of all, and then raising your foot towards the ceiling. And then reversing the direction. So you're going to inhale the straight leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee towards the chest, and then slide the leg just a little bit off the floor, straightening the leg. So working 4 more rounds in that way. Or if you did more rounds in the first direction, work an equal number of rounds. So when you've completed the practice on the right side, just gently slide the left leg, straightening the left leg. Just notice the difference between the right and the left side. And then again, if you need to, bending the right knee, placing the sole of the foot near to the buttocks, and working the same number of rounds on the left side. So first of all, bringing your knee towards your chest and straightening the leg towards the ceiling. And then exhaling the straight leg back down, just hovering it a little off the floor before you come back, bringing your knee back to your chest for the next round. So working the same number of rounds as you did on the right side in both directions. Just remember to work with your own, how your body feels. Don't strain or overstretch. Changing direction when you've completed the practice in one direction. Repeating the same number of rounds in the opposite direction. Noticing how your body feels. And then interlocking your fingers behind your head, elbows wide. So on the next inhalation, bringing your elbows towards your ears. And then exhaling, tucking your chin in, raising your head and shoulders towards your chest. Hold your breath out for as long as you comfortably can. And then as you inhale, gently lowering your head, keeping your elbows by your ears. And then exhaling, your elbows wide. So I'll talk you through another round. Inhaling, your elbows towards your ears. Exhaling, tucking your chin in, raising your head and shoulders off the floor, holding the breath out for as long as you comfortably can. When you need to inhale, gently lowering the head back to the floor, keeping the elbows towards the ears, and then exhaling, the elbows wide. So working 3 more rounds. Completed the practice, just allowing your arms to come back to the sides of the body. And noticing any sensation. And then placing your hands just under the small of your back, just pressing yourselves up to sitting, and then coming to kneeling on your hip, on your buttocks. So we're going to be working with Shavasana. So I'll just explain first. You're going to make fists of your hands and place them inside your, inside your groin. And as you're going to breathe in to prepare, so just watch for a moment. And then as you exhale, you're going to fold forward. If you need to put something so that you've got something for your head to rest on once you get down, just have that ready. So breathing in first and then exhaling as you fold forward. Then as you breathe in to come up, you're going to apply Moola Bandha. So you're going to contract that part right in the middle between the anus and the genitals, and then inhale back up. So I'll talk you through the first round. So tucking your thumbs inside your palms. Make sure you've got a cushion or something to come for your head to come into contact with before you start. Place your fists inside your groin. This is really good for massaging your abdominal organs as well, keeping them working, and all the blood supply will be refreshed and renewed. So inhale, open your chest, and then as you exhale, fold forward and place your forehead on the cushion or the floor. When you're ready to breathe in, apply Moola Bandha and coming up on an inhalation. So contracting the muscles at the center, just inside the body, about 2 or 3 centimeters. So working 4 more rounds in that way. Exhaling as you fold forward and holding the breath out for a moment, applying Moola Bandha and then inhaling back up. If you need to have a few breaths in between each round, that's fine. Notice the contact of the fists in the contact of the fists in the abdomen. Giving all those abdominal organs a nice squeeze. So this asana is very good for strengthening the back and the spine. Really good for massaging the internal organs. Okay, and then release your hands when you've completed the practice. You might want to give your hands a little shake. And fingertips to the ceiling, fingertips to the floor. And then just squeeze your fingers in and stretch them out. So inhale as you really stretch them out. Okay, and then coming over onto your hands and knees into, we're just going to work a few rounds of Asana, the cat pose. We're going to apply Moola Bandha at the same time. So just checking that your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and your back is nice and straight. So when you breathe in, you're going to dip your spine and look up. Hold the breath in for as long as you comfortably can. And then when you're ready to exhale, you're going to tuck your chin in. You're going to tuck your tail in and apply Moola Bandha. Hold the breath out. When you need to breathe in, release the Moola Bandha and the chin lock, and then breathe in, dipping your spine, looking up, holding the breath in for as long as you comfortably can, before you're ready to come into tucking your chin in, tucking your tail in, applying Moola Bandha while you hold the breath out, and then releasing the lock when you need to breathe in, and then breathing in, dipping your spine, looking up. So working 3 more rounds in that way. Apply Moola Bandha on the exhalation, tucking your chin in, tucking the tail in. And then when you've completed the practice, just thinking your hips back onto your heels, coming into the child pose. And just allowing your arms to come to the sides of your body. Relaxing into the posture. Feeling the contact of your chest and your thighs. Feeling the abdomen. And then turning your toes under, walking your hands back to your knees, and then coming into a squat, and rising up to standing. Okay. So standing with your feet about hip distance apart. Make sure your arms are nice and soft by the sides of your body, shoulders relaxed, and your knees a little bit soft. So we're going to work with Pada Bandha, which is contracting the instep of the feet. So just notice your feet, your toes on the floor. So just pick up all your toes off the floor and then gently place the big toes down and the other toes one after the other, on the floor. So, and then pick your toes up again, and then place your little toes down first, and then the other toes. So you don't need to look at your toes to be able to move them. So one more time, lifting up your toes, placing the big toes down first, and then the other toes. And then lifting up the toes and placing the little toes down first, and then the other toes. So just allow your toes to be comfortable on the floor and just notice your heels. And notice the sides of your feet as well. And the inside of your feet, where that little arch is, see if you can pull up the muscles in the arch. So it's a feeling of pulling everything up, and also if at the same time applying Moola Bandha. So you're pulling up from the arches of your feet and pulling up Moola Bandha, applying Moola Bandha, contracting the muscles at the entrance of the womb. Releasing on the exhalation, contracting on the inhalation. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. And just working with 3 more breaths. Inhaling as you contract Pada Bandha, the arch of the foot, and Moola Bandha. Exhaling and releasing. When you've completed the practice, give your legs a little shake. And then stand with your feet a little bit wider apart. So we're going to be working with Kati Chakrasana, so you're going to be just twisting to the side, taking your arms out to the opposite side. Taking the back hand to the small of the back. And if you want to, you can bring one hand up to the collarbone. And if it feels comfortable, you can lift the opposite heel off the floor. And see how far around you can look. Notice what you can see behind you. Notice everything you can see as you turn around to look the other way. And then gradually coming to stillness. So we're going to be working with Warrior 1. So I'm just going to show you first of all. So I'm just going to have to show you the arm that I can move. So you're going to step forward with your right foot. And I'll just show you first. As you inhale, you're going to bend your right knee and raise your left arm up and look up. Exhaling as you straighten your leg and bring your arm down. So you're going to work 4 rounds with your left arm up and your right knee bent, and exhaling as you come back. And on the 5th round, you're going to bring both arms up. I can't bring this one up, but bring both arms up and stay there for up to 5 breaths. and then coming out on an inhalation. So I'll talk you through the first round. So stepping forward with your right foot, and the left foot can just be, it can either be straight, but make sure your hips are straight, or you can have your heel in a little bit if it feels comfortable. So make sure that your hips are straight and your foot is comfortable, your left foot is comfortable. So breathing in, raise your left arm and bend your right knee. Look up. And then exhale, bringing your arm down, straightening your knee. So working 3 more times in that way, and then on the final 5th round, bringing both arms up and holding, staying there for 5 easy breaths. So you're working with the left arm and the right knee. And on your final round, raising both arms up and staying there for 5 easy breaths. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. When you've completed the practice on one side, repeating 5 rounds on the opposite side. So it'll be the left leg and the right arm, and staying in the final position with both arms raised up to the ceiling, and staying there for 5 easy breaths on the final round. So you might want to put your arm that's not working on your hip if that feels comfortable. Just stand and notice how your body feels. So working now with the chair pose, I'll just show you first. So you're going to be standing with your feet parallel, about hip distance apart. And then as you breathe in, you're going to raise both arms up and just imagine that you're sitting on an imaginary chair. And you're going to look up. And then as you exhale, yes, you can inhale. And then as you exhale, rise up to standing. But as you exhale, see if you can apply Moola Bandha as you come up. So you're going to inhale, both arms up, look up, and then exhale as you come up. And see if you can apply Moola Bandha as you come up. So working 4 more rounds in that way. On the final round, holding the chair position, and then each time you inhale, apply Moola Bandha, and each time you exhale, release. So it'll be the opposite way round. So notice the difference as you're inhaling your arm up, as you come out and you're applying Moola Bandha as you exhale, it's a lot harder to do. And then when you're staying in the 5 for your 5 easy breaths, applying Moola Bandha on the inhalation. And then when you've completed the practice, coming to lay down in Shavasana on your back. With your knees bent, so you're not in Shavasana, you're just on your back with your knees bent, and the soles of your feet near to your buttocks. So lying on your back, with your knees bent, feet near to your buttocks, and arms out to the sides of the body, arms out at shoulder level. So we're going to work with a variation of the 3 sides of a square. So, you're going to inhale to prepare for this. So as you exhale, you're going to slide your left hand, bend your left elbow and slide your hand across your chest, slide your hand down your arm so that your palms are together. And at the same time, move your knees over to the right. And then as you inhale, slide your left hand up your right arm, cross your chest, open your elbow up and bring your knees up to the center. And then sliding your right hand across your chest as you exhale and slide the hands together, palms together, taking your knees over to the left. Inhaling, sliding the right hand across, up your arm, across your chest, open your elbow and take your knees back to the center. Exhaling, sliding your left hand across your chest, palms together, taking your knees over to the right. So continue in that way. Just working 3 more rounds and then coming to stillness in a comfortable position. It doesn't matter where you stop, whichever position feels most comfortable to you. And just be aware of your body. Just notice how your body feels. Become aware of the spontaneous breath. Just notice the spontaneous breath flowing in and out of your body. Don't try to change the breath, just notice it. Notice the effect of the breath on any other parts of the body. Just notice which parts of the body move as you breathe. Notice any subtle movements of the body with the breath. Notice any sensations of the breath. The gentle flow in and out. And then coming up to a comfortable sitting position. So we're going to finish with about 15 minutes of meditation. So just make sure that you're going to be comfortable and that you've got a blanket around your shoulders so that you're going to be warm. Just making sure that you're sitting comfortably. Just checking your shoulders are relaxed. The spine is nice and straight. And the crown of your head lifting to the space above you. Just allow your whole body to relax. Relaxing all the skin on your face, around your jaw, your lips. Just softening all the skin around your eyes and your forehead. Eyes gently closed. Just start to witness the natural breath flowing in and out of your body. The breath flowing in and out, gently, easily. Just a spontaneous, natural breath, not changing it, just observing it. Bringing your awareness now to the mooladhara trigger point. That point at the opening of the womb. And expand your awareness to include both the breath and mooladhara. Awareness of the breath and that point, that trigger point for mooladhara chakra. And now just imagine that you can breathe in. As you breathe in, you're drawing the breath up from mooladhara, up to the eyebrow center, Agya chakra. As you breathe out, your awareness flows back from Agya chakra down to mooladhara. Inhaling from mooladhara to Agya at the eyebrow center. Exhaling from Agya chakra at the eyebrow center all the way down to mooladhara chakra. It might be that you experience the movement of the breath straight up and down the spine, directly between mooladhara and Agya chakra. Or you might feel the awareness moving up the front of the body from mooladhara to the pubic bone, up the center of the chest and the throat, to the nose tip and then the eyebrow center. And then down again through the front of the body. It doesn't matter how you experience it. Just being aware of the movement and awareness from mooladhara chakra up to the eyebrow center at Agya chakra. Inhaling from mooladhara to Agya. Exhaling from Agya to mooladhara. And as you reach the peak of your inhalation, your awareness reaches Agya chakra at the eyebrow center. The moment your awareness arrives at mooladhara, your exhalation should be complete. Inhaling from mooladhara to Agya. Exhaling from Agya back to mooladhara. You might notice that your natural breath has become slower and deeper. At the peak of the inhalation, your awareness reaches Agya chakra, the eyebrow center. As your awareness arrives at mooladhara, your exhalation is complete. Now at the peak of the next inhalation at Agya chakra, hold your breath and bring your chin to the chest. Retain the breath at Agya chakra for a moment, and then raise your head and take a short breath in, and then slowly exhale down to mooladhara. As you inhale to Agya, hold your breath, chin to chest, raise the head, and then exhale to mooladhara. Don't strain the breath. Just keep a natural, relaxed, natural rhythm. And now as you breathe in, slowly contracting mooladhara, you're adding Moola Bandha now. So as you breathe in, add in the contraction of Moola Bandha. Draw the inhaled breath up from Moola Bandha while slowly tightening the contraction of the chakra. Bring the chin to the chest, the peak of the inhalation. Peak of the inhalation is also the point of maximum contraction at mooladhara. Then raise the head and very slowly release the contraction as you breathe out. The point of complete exhalation at mooladhara is also the point of total relaxation. Breathing in, contracting mooladhara, chin to chest. Hold the contraction and the breath in Agya. Just rotating your awareness between Agya and mooladhara. And then letting go of that practice now, just allow your breath to return to natural patterns. And just watch the dark space behind the closed eyelids. Resting your mind in this warm and friendly darkness of the Chittakash. And allow yourself to be aware of your physical reactions. What's happening with the breath now? Notice any body sensations. Doesn't matter whether they're pleasant or not. Just be aware of any sensations in the body. And then move from your body to your feelings. Notice if this practice arouses any special emotions or memories. Just imagine you're watching an actor on a stage. Your feelings are playing out on the stage. Witness them as if you're a news reporter. And remember, in the Chittakash, there's nothing good and nothing bad. Just simple awareness in that dark, friendly space. And then mentally to yourself, chant the mantra Om 3 times. And then start to be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your body and the stillness of your body. Become aware of any sounds that you can hear. Very gradually starting to externalize the mind. Getting ready to come back into the present moment. So being aware of your body and the space it's occupying in the room. Being aware of the walls and the floor and the ceiling, the windows, the door. This mooladhara chakra meditation is now complete. Start to rub your thumbs across your fingertips. Wiggle your toes. And start to make your small movements with your head, moving your head from side to side. And start to stretch any parts of your body that need to be stretched. And then rubbing your hands together to create some heat in the palms. Placing your warm palms over your closed eyelids. Opening your eyes into the darkness. And then letting some chinks of light to come in through your fingertips. And then when you're ready, drawing your hands down to your lap. Hariam Tat Sat. Thank you for joining me for yoga this morning. And we say namaste.